Boom. The sports world just exploded. Brittany Griner just dropped a bombshell, saying transgender athletes belong in women's sports, and guess who's not having it? Riley Gaines. This isn't just another headline. This is a collision between two powerhouse athletes with two completely different visions of what fairness and equality really mean. Before we dive into the fiery comments, the viral reactions, and the massive fallout shaking women's sports, hey, smash that like button, drop a comment. Whose side are you on? And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that go beyond the scoreboard. Alright, let's get into it. It all started with one comment, one question, and now, the entire sports world is on fire. WNBA superstar Brittany Griner, one of the loudest and most respected voices in women's basketball, just made her stance crystal clear. She said, "Everyone deserves a chance to compete. Sports are for everyone." Within hours, the internet exploded. Supporters praised her compassion, calling her a role model for inclusion. But critics, they came out swinging, accusing her of ignoring biology and erasing fairness in women's sports. And that's when Riley Gaines entered the chat, the former NCAA swimming star, who tied with transgender athlete Leah Thomas in 2022, has built her entire platform around one mission: to protect women's sports. When Gaines saw Griner's comments, she fired back. And, honestly, didn't hold anything back. She posted, "Brittany Griner has never lost a roster spot or a medal to a male-bodied athlete. It's easy to say inclusion when you've never paid the price for it." But you know, one thing was clear. The sports world had officially taken sides. This wasn't just Griner versus Gaines anymore. It became a battle over the soul of women's sports. And this debate, well, it's not going away. Because behind the headlines, every major sports organization, from the NCAA to the International Olympic Committee, is being forced to answer one impossible question: what's fair? Some leagues have tried testosterone limits, others have gone further, banning transgender women from female events altogether. Each policy sparks outrage from one side and relief from the other. Griner stands for inclusion, a world where everyone gets to play. Gaines fights for protection, to keep women's categories truly fair, and both believe they're fighting for what's right. As the story spread, reactions poured in. WNBA players and LGBTQ+ advocates rallied behind Griner, calling her a voice of courage. Meanwhile, college athletes and women's groups lined up behind Gaines, echoing her call to defend fairness. Social media, honestly, it's a war zone. So it's "Protect Women's Sports" is trending right next to "Let Them Play." It's a perfect snapshot of a world that's really divided. Analysts debated. Podcasts, well, they took sides. Fans clashed in comment sections, and what started as one simple interview has now become a national reckoning about identity, fairness, and the future of women's sports. Because behind all the shouting, there are real people. Trans athletes who just want a place to belong. Female athletes who feel like their opportunities are being erased. Both sides are fighting from pain and passion. For trans athletes, being excluded feels like being erased. For women like Riley Gaines, inclusion without limits feels like everything they fought for being taken away. There are no easy villains here, just athletes who love their sport and want to protect it. But as the dust settles, one truth stands tall: women's sports are at a crossroads. Can inclusion and fairness truly coexist? That's the question shaping the future, not just of basketball or swimming, but every sport on earth. So, what do you think? Are you standing with Brittany Griner's call for inclusion, or Riley Gaines' fight for fairness? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This one's going to get heated. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe for more stories that go beyond the headlines. Because this debate, it's only just beginning.